Hello everyone, Gotham Collections Brucey Wayne here with a very quick video. This video will be talking about some of the Comic Book Wednesday pickups I got today, and also at the very end I picked up a really nice book. I don't know what it is lately, but every fucking time I work, 16, 18-hour shifts or whatever, it seems like I won't, I'm going to die today. In fact, I drove home and had to pull over to throw up. I assume it's from the heat exhaustion or something, but whatever. Take a few Advil, glass of water, and a little puke. Never hurt anyone, did it? No. And the overtime got me what I have today, so it's all worth it. I'm very blessed every time, like I say, I work a little extra harder, something great pops up as a reward. So, yay for me. All right, so let's take a look and see what we picked up today, shall we? Now, I pre-ordered this a couple weeks ago from Giant Robot Comics store. And yeah, I want to give a shout out to them because they've been so bloody good to me lately. Like all year, ever since I moved to Dartmouth, Nova Scotia in December, I've been going there mainly because there's parking and it's very close, and they welcome you at the door and they say thank you and then they say goodbye, and it's great. It makes me feel like I'm a good customer, and I know I am. And yeah, I've worked in customer service, but previously for 15 years. So it's a big deal to me, and I think it should be a big deal to any other comic book store. If you can't say hello to your customers or goodbye or thank you, then really you should go fuck yourself. But in any case, that's just the way people are, and whatever. You can't win them all, regardless. We are blessed with all of our stores here in Nova Scotia are amazing. Strange Avengers has the best back issues you could ever want, and the knowledge there is incredible. But as far as customer service, by a long shot, Giant Robot Comics is the best. Thank you. I will keep coming back. I will get all of my new books from you each and every time. I just really enjoy going there. So you have my business, Giant Robot. Thank you very much. All right, so yes, I pre-ordered this 2 weeks ago thinking it might get hot, and well, it really isn't hot right now. Maybe people just didn't know. I know there's a lot of hatred for Captain Marvel, mainly because of the movie and the actress. And I mean, she is really a royal pain in the ass. It even looks like the cast hates her. If you watch those interviews, it's pretty apparent that they all want to strangle her. But anyway, who cares? It's their problem. They make millions of dollars to deal with that shit, so tough titty. But anyway, yes, so I picked this up because it is second print Captain Marvel. There didn't seem to be many in the shops when I went to today, but I only did pick up two. I only pre-ordered two, picked up two, so everyone else can grab the others. But yeah, it's not really hot right now. I got it because obviously it's the first appearance of Star, and she's on the cover. And this is the only cover she's on. But as I say, I think fandom has dropped significantly for Captain Marvel. So I don't think anybody cares. Normally, I mean, if this was a Hulk first app on a second print cover, holy fuck, this would go ballistic, or Venom or whatever. This would be really hot right now. I probably wouldn't have these, even if I pre-ordered them. But yeah, so anyway, it is something I still recommend. I don't know the print run of this yet, and it does seem like Star will be around, but I find it a little fishy too. Like I was saying, this should have been a 125. That's generally what Marvel does now, is put the app of the character on the second print, but make it a 125, so it forces stores to buy a bunch of poop in order to get it. They didn't this time, so that makes me think that this character is not going to be around very much, because they kind of missed the boat, and Marvel never misses the boat. Every penny they can suck out of fools, they get. We'll see what happens. But anyway, this is a nice cover, nonetheless, and you should probably pick it up if you can get it for cover price. Grab it. So yeah, I got two of those. This is honestly, I don't know the story of this one. There was only one there, so I grabbed it, and it does seem to sell for over $20 on eBay at the moment. I think it's a connecting thing. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. I just got home from work, so I don't know what this Powers of X number 2 variant is. Maybe it could be poop. I don't know. But it seems to sell for a good chunk of change. So that's cool. But we'll look into that on eBay when I get off this video. And I was able to find 4 of these, and that's the secret variant. I guess I do have a competitor when it comes to spec books. There's a gentleman going around that tries to buy everything in sight, but this person sells it like an hour later on Facebook, or tries to, for more money. So that's pissing off the shops. The other shops know that I'm a collector. I'm more or less a hoarder. I plan to sell them one day, but not anytime soon. And so, yeah, I think they're more apt to, and I say please and thank you too. So I think they're more apt to sell to me, and they know I'm a good customer. So, but anyway, he didn't find these. He didn't know about them, and there was 4 of them. So I was able to grab 3 for myself and 1 for good friend Mr. Biscuit. We all know Biscuit. He's still on a fucking boat. This time the boat has no anchor apparently. So fuck knows what's going to happen to them, but hopefully he'll be back to pick up some of the books that I've been grabbing for him. And in return, he's going to give me some cheap cigarettes. Excellent. Did you know that a pack of cheap cigarettes here in Canada, or Nova Scotia more so, are $16 a pack? Yes, $16 for a pack of cigarettes. Wow. But anyway, yes, got 4 of these, giving 1 away. So that's pretty cool. These sell for about $20, $25. I'm sure these will dip, but I think I'll be able to trade them with somebody who appreciates them. So that's cool. This one came out of fucking nowhere. Wow. Jeez. It's about a $30 book right off the gate. Everyone's looking for it. It's the hottest book this week, for sure. Also that book... the indie comic Brad's Pick is hot too. The name, I can't figure out the name right now. It's got a weird name, but I'm sure you know what it is, and you should probably run out and get it. Blah blah blah. But anyway, this is Batman 77. Yes, it's a Tom King book, and when Brucey Wayne buys a Tom King book, it's for a reason, because he can't not stand Tom King, like many others. And this is the death of Alfred. So, yeah, cool. So, I called the shop this morning, or left a message at 7:30 this morning saying, can you please, Giant Robot, can you hold one of these, both covers for me? And sure enough, they did for me. And Gucci condition, hooking up Brucey Wayne. God love you, Brucey Wayne will be back. So I was, really lucky to get this now. Of course, death of comics is a joke. Alfred has already died back in the day, Detective Comics. I read up a little bit about that, and would you believe the reason was that somebody had quoted at that time that Batman and Robin might be gay. So apparently DC was a little worried about that. So they wanted to get rid of some of the men in the books, apparently. A sausage fest is how they called it. So the DC figured, well, we better kill Alfred and get some more women in here, and make it less seem like they were homosexual, because back then, it wasn't as welcoming as it is now, which is terrible that would be a problem at any day and age, but it definitely was then. But it's 2019, and it's definitely not a problem to most people now, and nor should it be, and that's great. So we can all get along and love one another. Just fuck off and leave my comics alone, basically. So yeah, so I got 2 of these, so that's cool. We're really lucky to get that. Now here is the kicker. Here's the special book I got. Now I went to this shop, and I was like, we were discussing, and he was talking about a collection he had, and he didn't really know the values of anything. So I gave him some advice, because honest to God, I spend at least minimum 1 to 2 hours a day looking up at keys checking out prices, whatever. I spend way too much time on this shit. So I know a lot about it. So I told him, I say, hey, well, you might have this, you might have that. I'm looking for this. Can we go look through your stuff? I bet you'll be happy I did. And sure enough, it took me 5 minutes to find the fucking book I asked for. Because he had it, and there it was. So what was that book? Oh, absolutely Gucci grade, Vertical, the Y the Last Man, #1, first print, absolutely a stunner of a book. Couldn't be happier. He gave me a nice deal on it. You know, it's worth a fair bit more. He uses Overstreet for pricing, so obviously that's a little bit lower than eBay, but it's generally bang on at the end of the day. But so yeah, not only did he use Overstreet for the pricing, but he knocked off a few bucks more. I think he appreciated the fact that I was helping him, and I will continue to help him. We set a date for more business ventures later. So yeah. You know, I scratched his back, he scratched my back. We're no longer itchy. Life is good. So wow, what a nice book to have. I actually already have one of these, so I'm going to trade one, pass along the savings that I got from the shop, because that's how I roll. And hopefully I'll get a book that I've been looking for. I have been looking for Batman Beyond #1, the first appearance of Batman Beyond, and Superman Batman Annual #4. I want those 2 books, so maybe I can get those 2 books in exchange for this. It would be an absolute fucking steal for somebody if they have those 2 books I'm looking for and they get this. But what do I care? I got a great deal, and if I get those 2 books, I save money, they save money, they get a book they absolutely love, and so do I. And it's a duplicate. Everyone's a fucking winner, and that's how you should trade, friends. That's how you should trade, in my opinion. So anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. I'd love to hear your comments. We will be back next Tuesday, of course. It'll be the last week of the competition to see, for August anyway, to see who is the greatest speculator in the universe. We will have our amazing investigative reporting team there as well. And should be a great episode. So see you then. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.